Family, I see the title. Let's hop straight into it. In this video, you'll learn the exact actionable steps to get an ID for your CPN. First step you want to take is to make sure to tune into all of my previous YouTube videos. These videos will give you a deeper understanding on how to properly structure your CPN for high limit funding. If you don't know by now, in 2025, you must create a same name CPN. This is because your name, date of birth, and address on your ID must match the information reporting to your credit profile. Also, these big bank institutions or dealerships and phone companies are cracking down. These companies are starting to implement facial recognition. This means they'll have you take a picture of the front and back of your ID. They will also ask you to take a live photo of yourself where they will scan your face. The face on your ID must also match the face that they scan. This is why having an ID is mandatory for any type of approval with your CPN, especially when you want to open up a bank account. Opening accounts with primary credit builders, having an ID attached to your CPN's information is also mandatory when creating an Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax account for your credit profile. Listen carefully. First step you must take is to call your local DMV and ask them the exact documents you will need to acquire a state ID or driver's license. Most states, they will require 2 forms of identification. When it comes to your identification verification documents, I highly recommend bringing your social security card and your birth certificate. And yes, you want to bring your social security card and birth certificate given to you at birth to the DMV to obtain your ID. And since you watched my previous 8 videos, by now you should know in 2025 you must create a same name CPN. Only difference your profile given to you at birth and your CPN should have is the address connected to these profiles. Essentially, you're using your personal identification verification document to obtain a state ID or driver's license, the address connected to your CPN, instead of the address connected to your personal profile. Most states, the DMV will also require 2 forms of proof of address. These documents can include a credit card statement or bank statement within 30 days. Since you watched all my previous videos and you are now an active member of my Patreon community, you should have completed our updated advanced CPN public records one-stop shop. After successfully signing up for these reward accounts, these retail stores will send promotions to your CPN address. These promotions can be used as a form of proof of address when you arrive at the DMV. When it comes to your credit card statement, bank statement, and retail store promotion, your CPN address must be on these documents. And these documents must be recent, meaning they must come from the previous 30 to 60 days. If you need help obtaining these documents, be sure to join the Patreon community as soon as possible. You will learn the exact actionable steps to get an instant approval for a bank account with your CPN to obtain your bank statements and credit card statements. Once again, when it comes to our updated advanced public records one-stop shop, you will have full access to 200 plus retail stores to sign up for, receive your promotion document with your CPN address on it. And for the people who stayed to this part of the video, also use your passport as a form of identity verification. And before you head over to the DMV, you want to make sure you leave all your documents connected to your personal address at home. For example, if you have a state ID or driver's license with your personal address on it, you want to leave that at home. You will only need to bring your social security card, birth certificate, and passport for identity verification, and a bank statement, credit card statement, and a retail store promotion with your CPN address on all 3 of these documents for proof of address. Now that you have all of your documentation, you want to head over to your local DMV and go to the front desk. They will ask what type of identification card you will be getting. You can either choose a state ID or driver's license. If you are looking for an auto loan approval with your CPN, you most definitely want to choose a driver's license. Depending on what state you reside in, the person at the front desk will hand you a ticket and also have you fill out a form based on what identification card you choose. This form is extremely important. On the form they give you, you want to make sure you put your CPN address on it. So when your ticket number gets called, the person that will be assisting you at the window will have all the correct information connected to your CPN profile. When your ticket number gets called, you want to make sure you have all your documentation in order, ready to show the person at the window. And since you left your state ID and driver's license connected to your personal information at home, you want to tell the representative at the window that you lost your state ID or driver's license. You must also tell the representative that you moved to a different address and you have a credit card statement, bank statement, and retail store promotion with your CPN address on all 3 of these documents for proof of address. And once the representative at the window processes all your information, they will have you step to the side and take a photo of you. This is the same photo that will be on your ID, and depending on what state you reside in, they will either have you step to a separate room where they will print your ID on spot and hand it to you, or the representative at the window will hand you a temporary ID and you will have to wait until they ship your official ID to your CPN address. So if they are shipping your identification card, you want to make sure you have full access to the mailbox at your CPN address. If you have any questions regarding your CPN, or you need a step-by-step guide on how to properly create your CPN and structure it for high limit, personal, and business funding, feel free to book a private one-on-one call with me on Calendly, or you can send our team a direct message on Instagram at wiz.active or on Telegram at keymilitant to book your one-on-one consultation. Absolute best place to get your authorized user trade lines from is my private authorized user trade line shop. If you need access to my private authorized user trade line shop, make sure to join a free Telegram chat. You can also gain access to my private authorized user trade line shop on Instagram at wiz.active. And here's a sneak peek of the trade lines that I offer. All of my trade lines have at least 8+ years of history. There is no other trade line vendor that is offering this amount of history, high limits for these prices. And this is a small fraction of all the authorized user trade lines that I provide. My team knows exactly what trade line you want. I will provide a direct link to buy the trade line. My job is to make this process as smooth as possible for all of my clients. Will the Patreon give you the foundation on how to structure your CPN the correct way? It will show you the exact actionable steps to take to get an instant approval for any bank account. You will also know the proper steps to take to get an ID for your CPN. You'll also know how to make pay stubs, W-2s, and 1099 documents for your CPN number. You'll know the exact steps to get an instant approval for phones, computers, tablets, and watches with T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. You will know exactly how to properly attach your CPN to a corporation. You will have full access to the absolute best net 30s and business trade lines to add to your business credit report. Gain access to high-limit business funding. You'll also know how to get instantly approved for personal loans. To get these approvals on a personal and business side, you will have access to inquiry dispute letters to get that inquiry removed for your next round of funding. You must be a gold, diamond, or platinum tier member to have access to this information. Need help structuring your CPN the proper way? Make sure to join the Patreon. Nobody's here to tell you, I am. 25, the best way to get ahead is to pay for mentorship. A mentor will show you the proper actionable steps that you should be taking and the crucial mistakes to avoid. Me and my team is here to help everyone who is ready to invest in themselves. My goal is at least 300 paid members by the end of this month, and I know it's possible because y'all be showing love. Still y'all the lob of the century. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the Wizards Workshop community.